Wow, take a look at that, guys. Garlic fried chicken. Okay guys, enough talking. Let me go try some of this deliciousness. Just check that out. Hi everybody, I'm Andrew, or you can call me YJ. Tonight I'll be showing you guys how to make the absolutely most delicious crispy sesame beef you've ever made before. If you follow my simple steps and procedures and follow along when I explain to you guys a little bit of tips and tricks, then you're gonna be amazed at what you make for your family and friends for dinner. So let's begin the recipe. Okay guys, let's make our fried chicken. So first we need to cut up our chicken and marinate them. So over here I got some store-bought chicken. So it just has two pieces of chicken drumsticks over here and about 3 to 4 chicken thighs over here. So first we need to cut the meat towards the bone of the chicken. Because if you don't do that, when you put it in the deep fryer, even if you fry it for a long time, the center part, it's like that bloody part by the bone area. That blood can't escape because the meat has already toughened already, and the blood is still stuck in there. So that's why sometimes when you are eating KFC, when they didn't cut the chicken, and then while you're eating it towards the bone, you see that black stuff. That is the cooked up blood. And you can see when you eat those kind of pieces, the chicken is very dry because they have been deep frying it for a long time. So yeah, that's what we want. We want to give it a good slice so that the chicken will cook nicely towards the bone area. So yeah, so you're just going to get your knife over here. This is a piece of chicken thigh over here, so you're just going to just near the bone meat area, just give it a little slice downwards. You don't want to cut it by the skin area over here. This is the smooth area, so you cut it in the inner sides of the chicken over here. So yeah, just cut it open there, and then you can even stretch the meat. If you don't like the bone, you can debone it, but for this fried chicken recipe, we love it with the bone. You have to have it with the bone. So yeah, just give it a good slice from this side of the chicken thigh and the other side, and then the bone will be sticking out like that. And then for this chicken drumstick over here, you're also going to just give it a good slice towards the bone area over here. You just want the bone to be exposed. That's how you must cut it. And when you stretch the meat out from the chicken drumstick, guess what? When you coat it in the flour, you'll end up with very big pieces of chicken drumsticks here. So there you go. So as you can see, the meat has opened up. So that's what you want, guys. If you don't cut it, you're gonna be deep frying for too long and the chicken won't be juicy anymore. So yeah guys, I'm just going to do this for the rest of the chicken meat over here, and then I'll show you guys my marination. Okay guys, so for the chicken marination, we're first going to grate up some garlic, fresh garlic. If you don't have fresh garlic, you can use store-bought garlic, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm just using 4 cloves over here. Just mash it up. Yeah, just flatten it. Go. So, take off the skin. Okay, I've got some garlic here. I flattened. It's flatten, I can just chop it up. Okay guys, so after I chop the garlic over here, I'm still going to just get the knife and just give it a little flat, like a little flap on, like a little smack on the garlic so that the garlic flavor juices will come out nicely. So yeah, just going to go. Nice. Now you can see a lot of that garlic flavor came out nicely. There you go. Just pop the garlic and the chicken here. Okay, now let's just go to my seasoning area and let me show you guys what spices I'm going to add to this chicken. Okay guys, let's add in our basic Cantonese ingredients. So just give a good sprinkle of salt. So it's about half a teaspoon of salt. Give it a good sprinkle of white pepper. About half a teaspoon as well. Now we're going to add in a few teaspoons of sugar. Adding in look, these are half a teaspoon over here, so it's about 2 teaspoons of sugar. Then I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder. If you don't want to use chicken bouillon powder, you can add in half a teaspoon of MSG. Okay, and just add in some sauces. Drizzle a little bit of oyster sauce. About 2 teaspoons there. Next, drizzle some white soy sauce, about 1 tablespoon. Drizzle some sesame oil, about 1 teaspoon there. Drizzle some olive oil, also about 1 teaspoon. Okay, next you can drizzle like some Shaoxing wine or Chinese rice wine, but I'm just going to drizzle some brandy over here. So about 1 capful brandy. It just gives the chicken a better taste. Okay, now I'll just put on a glove and just give this a good mix. This is garlic fried chicken here. Very tasty and delicious. You can see how easy this recipe is, and it's not like other recipes you see online that you have to pour in butter, milk and all that stuff. This is original garlic fried Cantonese chicken. Give each piece of meat a good mix so that those spices and garlicky flavors fuse into the chicken here. Okay, once you give that a good mix, we can add in some cornstarch. Okay, cornstarch is going to create the batter barrier for the chicken, so I'm adding in 2 heaped teaspoons of cornstarch over here. Guys, I don't know, like some people on the net say cornstarch makes the chicken crispy. It doesn't, guys. The cornstarch is just for your marinade. It doesn't make the chicken crispy. That's what I always thought. Like everyone was saying it does make it crispy. It doesn't, guys. The cornstarch is there to create this batter, that marinade, that thick marinade, so that the batter can stick onto the chicken and the chicken can better absorb all that flavor inside the chicken. You can see over here the sauce has thickened. You can see it also created that like batter that sticks onto the chicken. If you don't add in that cornstarch, all that flavor is just going to fall off the chicken and you're not going to get that. You're not going to get the best tasting garlic fried chicken ever. So make sure you add in that cornstarch. Okay, now we're just going to let this sit in the fridge for 1 hour to let it marinate so that it can absorb all the flavors. Then I'll show you guys the next step. Okay guys, so I'm preheating my oil over here. I'm using sunflower oil. Let's just test the temperature with a chopstick. If you don't have a chopstick, just throw like a little bit of batter in it and then you'll see start to bubble. You see now I place my chopstick in here and I can see it's starting to bubble up. So I'm gonna tune my heat to medium heat now, so it doesn't get too hot. Okay, let's do the chicken now. Okay, so guys, so here is my chicken. So I'm just going to give it a good mix. There you go. And then you can see there's not like much batter in here. If your marinade has a lot of batter, just take the chicken out and place it inside another bowl like this, because we're going to be cracking in 1 egg now. So let's crack in 1 egg. Cracking that egg. Now give it a good mix again with that egg. Break up that egg. There you go. Make sure the chicken is nicely coated with that egg, because the egg will act as the flour binder for this chicken over here. So yeah, let me just give it a good mix. And just like me over here, just like flip the chicken around like that. You can see, just flipping the chicken around like that with that egg batter. If your marinade is like very saucy, guys, take out your chicken and place it in another bowl before you add the egg, because that batter will make that egg binder very weak, and then the flour won't stick nicely onto the chicken. Okay, so now you placed in the egg and now everything is mixed nicely. You're just going to get a bowl over here with some bread flour over here. So nothing else, just bread flour, or you can use all-purpose flour. So I'm just going to grab in a piece, place it in here, coat it nicely, guys, in this bread flour. Give it a good pat, flip it around, dust, pat. Okay. Okay, once every part of the chicken over here is nicely coated, just give it a good squeeze and then find some wet spots like from the chicken skin here. There you go. Okay, find those wet spots and just cover it nicely. Then you can place in the chicken slowly into the hot oil. Just make sure your oil is at medium heat now, because if your oil is too hot now, the chicken will burn up very quick. And we need to cook this chicken for around 10 minutes. So the first fry we're doing is going to be around 5 minutes. Then we're going to lift this chicken back out. So as you can see, it's nice and coated. I'm just going to dust it. Then place it in slowly in the oil and don't move it around. Over here I'm using some sunflower oil. Okay, let me just make more pieces here. We'll move the chicken around like after 2 to 3 minutes. So you just also need to like have like a little clock around you, so you can just check on the time that you place the chicken in, because some chicken will be placed later and you require more cooking time. And guys, as you can see, I'm not like pre-coating the chicken first and then letting it sit on the tray. I don't want that, because when you do that, it forms too much hard clumps on the chicken. Just do it like me and then you end up with delicious fried chicken. Okay, I'm going to fry three pieces at a time. You don't want to overcrowd the deep fryer over here. So now this is the first piece over here. I can just give it a little flip, because it has already formed its hard crust. And the other pieces, you don't want to move it around. Looking so good. This chicken should be cooked, fully cooked from 8 to 10 minutes, depending on the chicken sizes that we placed in here. Wow, just take a look at that. Nicely coated, and you can see the coating is not falling off the chicken, thanks to the egg batter. Okay guys, as you can see, this piece is like the chicken drumstick. It should be ready. It's been in this oil for around 3 to 4 minutes. So I'm just going to lift this out and prepare other pieces of chicken in here. So another drumstick. Another drumstick. Okay, let me flip those other 2 pieces of chicken here. So you can see my process, guys. So while the other first chicken is almost done, I take it out and then I just make new pieces of chicken, coated chicken, to place inside the oil. Then it'll be quicker. Okay, this piece has been sitting in here for around 3 to 4 minutes now. You can see, guys, it's very simple. You just don't move it around, and then the chicken will become very good, nicely fried. Okay, let's check that out. About 4 minutes now, this piece. Let's check on that other piece here. Okay, should be done. You can see these pieces are not that big. Okay, let's prepare another 2 pieces. Placing the chicken. With these other pieces of fluff. Okay, these other ones should be ready. Let's lift it out. Look at how golden they look. Okay, I just got one more piece left. Let's just do this. One last piece of chicken drumstick over here. And guys, if your flour over here, you can see it's starting to get crumbly, you must just add in some more extra bread flour or all-purpose flour. I don't know, I find that using bread flour, the chicken fries nicely. I don't know, it's because of its high gluten. When you're using like all-purpose flour, that's why some people have to like add in some cornstarch to it. So that's why when I use bread flour, I don't need to add in no cornstarch. Okay, last piece. Let's check on the other pieces here. Do a little flip. Check out this chicken here. Look how beautiful they look. So once we take the chicken out, we'll just let it cool for like 5 minutes, and then we'll place it back into the oil. I just flipped the chicken around. As you can see, the blood is starting to come out, and that's what you want, because while the chicken is like sitting in the oil, this blood is not going to come out. So while the chicken is resting, because it's so hot, then all that chicken blood from the inside is starting to pop out. So that's why we do a double fry, guys. Okay, this one looks good. Check that out. Wow, close up. Wow. Just these other 2 pieces require more cooking time. Okay, this piece should be good. Okay, should be good. This is just a drumstick. Check that out. Okay, just going to clean up the oil a little bit. Look at that, guys. You can see none of the crust has fallen off that much. It's all thanks to the egg. If you don't add in the egg, it's going to form very hard, crusty skin, and then the skin is going to, the coating is going to fall off. Okay, just give it a good clean. The oil was at medium heat, so it was around, I would say, like 160 degrees Celsius. So now we're just going to turn the gas heat just a little bit. Just a tiny bit, not the highest, so it should be about around 170 to 180 degrees Celsius. And then just let that heat up for a few minutes. Then we can slowly put back our chicken, because the chicken requires that kind of heat to like really make sure that the chicken is well cooked. So that's what we want. And then we will deep fry the chicken for around 5 minutes. So let me just heat this oil up. Okay guys, the oil should be hot enough. After a few minutes, let's add in our first batches of chicken. Using a glove, just add it in. Wow, the first batch is still super hot. Look at that bloody area over here that came out of the chicken. Let's pop these in back slowly. I'm gonna pop in 4 pieces at a time. Okay guys, so now it's on high heat. We're going to just tune the heat back to medium. So we need to fry this for another 5 minutes. You can see it start to bubble up a lot. A lot of water from the chicken is starting to come out from its meat. That's why it's bubbling up so much. But once the bubbles like cool down, the chicken should be well cooked. So if it cools down like in 3 to 4 minutes, then the chicken should be well done. So now the oil is hot, you're just going to slowly like flip the chicken around so that it can get that golden color all around it. And when you do this double fry method, the coating will get even more crispier. Just flip the chicken around slowly. Wow, this is going to be more tastier than KFC. Garlic flavor fried chicken. So in total over here, I got like I'm doing an 8-piece fried chicken over here. You can see by the sound of the oil, it has cooled down. It's also thanks to those slits that we made on this chicken that will make this chicken cook way faster. So it looks like it doesn't even need 5 more minutes. Around 3 to 4 minutes, this chicken will be done. If the bubbles you hear is absolutely normal bubbling sound, that means your chicken, when you eat the chicken, it will be super dry, and you don't want that. So just a little bubbling sounds like that will make sure that your chicken from the inside is still juicy. And guys, when you are doing this deep fry, make sure you have enough oil. I don't want you guys to be doing like a shallow fry, because if you do that, the base of the chicken will burn very fast, and you don't want that, guys. So the best method is to get like a pot, so that the oil can elevate higher. If you use like a wide pan, you'll be using a lot of cooking oil that will be wasted. So when you get a thinner pot, the oil will elevate up. Then you can get a good deep fry over here. The coating is so nice now, you can just keep on moving it around so that the entire full chicken can get that golden color. Homemade garlic fried chicken, guys. Wow. Okay guys, it has been 5 minutes, it should be ready. Let's lift this chicken up. Wow, just look at that. It's gonna be so delicious. Wow. Wow guys, just look at that. Nicely coated. Guys, comment below if you think this looks better than KFC, guys. Come on. And also quickly hit the like button so that this video can go viral, so everyone can learn how to make this recipe. Wow, just check that out. Wow. Let's plate this. Ooh, wow, look at that. You hear that? Crispy, guys. Super crispy. Okay, let's do the other batch. Okay, I'm going to tune back up the heat a bit. Okay guys, let's pop in the chicken. This chicken drumstick, that bloody area. Okay guys, I'm going to just deep fry this for 5 minutes and then we'll do a taste test. Okay guys, the second batch should be ready. Let's check this out. So delicious. Oh, look at that. No oil's dripping that much. It's nicely coated. Wow, take a look at that guys. Garlic fried chicken. Okay guys, enough talking. Let me go try some of this deliciousness. Just check that out. Okay guys, this is my delicious garlic fried chicken over here. Look how beautiful that looks. Wow. Just check that out. Let's hear the sound. Crispy, crispy. Let's grab a bite. Look at that. Which one should I try first? Let's grab a bite of the chicken drum. Look at that nicely coated piece of chicken. Let's grab a bite. Get the crunch. Guys. It's so delicious, that garlic flavor. Guys, give this recipe a try and let me know how it went down in the comments below. If you make my recipes, you can also join my Facebook group, which has over 800,000 members. So make one of my dishes, post it up there and tell them where you made this fried chicken from. Wow. Guys, it's time for dinner. We're preparing a salad, a little sweet corn soup. Then voila, also deep frying a bit of some fries. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching and please don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on your post notifications for upcoming videos. Thanks guys for watching.